Hi, you guys. So I've been up after a dream that I just had. Probably had it about 45 minutes ago. So, it was like a vision and a dream. So, try to remember it as best as I can. It was like I was looking over this in the sky, and I seen this sun between these two mountains, and it shot up into the sky so fast. And this was one of those dreams where it just went like 1 second to 1 second to 1 second to 1 second. It was very fast. It didn't linger. So the sun shot up into the sky really fast, and lightning bolts came down from the sky, and it was like Mount Zion or Sinai or something. And Moses came down from the sky, and he said, I heard a voice say, it was Jesus, and he said, I am Moses. I will lead my people out of captivity. And I began to perceive, just all in seconds, that the same spirit that was in Moses, it was the Lord. Well, of course, it was Jesus. And then the same spirit that was in John the Baptist was God. It was all the same spirit. It was all God. And the same spirit that was in Abraham was the same as God. And then God finally came in the flesh as a man. Instead of using other men to try to lead people out, the Lord finally came and made a new covenant. Okay, is that weird? I perceived that all in like 1 second. And it's the truth. And so the next second, it went to like fireballs through the sky. It was nuclear explosions lighting up the sky and destroying everything. And then the train went by. Now, I don't know if this is chronological, you guys, because I haven't been able to really remember. Because I've been having all these dreams and things, and I can't remember when I wake up. But, and then, so fireballs and nuclear explosions and this wind. The only way I can explain it is, you know, when in the Bible it talks about when the groom, they were going to have the kingdom of God is likened to a wedding feast, and then when he sent the servant out, and then no one wanted to come. They were like, well, I have to go purchase this land, or because they were purchasing for themselves instead of purchasing Jesus type of thing. And no one came, so then he sent the servant back out to the country to bring in the lowly people and the poor in spirit. So I was looking down this road of this country, and this force shot through all the roads, and I perceived that they were gathering, this force was gathering them for the wedding. And then a train came by, and it was so loud. It was like I was right there next to the tracks, and it blew the horn. It started to stir me out of my sleep. It was so loud. And then I looked back into the sky where the horizon was between the two mountains, because it changed it back. And then it turned into a sandy beach, like a sandy ocean area. And there I was. And I was walking into the sunset. I was walking straight into the sun. And I felt happy. And that was it. So I got up and I lit a candle in the dark, in my living room. And the Lord started to speak to me and tell me that there isn't, and He's told me this before, there isn't anything that you can do to earn your salvation, because I earned it for you on the cross when I died. There isn't anything you can do to earn your salvation. Just believe on me and believe on my work on the cross, and love me with your whole heart and your whole mind and your whole soul, and be good to one another, and pray for one another, and wait for me and watch for me, because I'm coming. Isn't that amazing? It's like when you're stuck in these different religions, you always feel like there's certain things you have to do for God to love you and like you, and there's certain things that you're not supposed to do for God to love you and like you. And it's a lie. Because if you love God, if you love Him and you believe that Jesus died on the cross, He shed His blood for you because He loves you, not because of anything you do, but because you're His creation. A lot of these churches don't teach that. And when you discover the truth will set you free. It's true. So I said, I told the Lord, I accept it, Lord. We're saved by grace through faith. Faith through grace. it's like, that's it. Some of us come from these families where maybe we were abused, like the way our family was set up was some families were really lax. You know, I love you anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter what you do, I love you. Just as long as you're like, if I tell you to do something, then just do it. Just listen. Some other people come from other families and, if they forget to do something in the kitchen, they get thrown on the floor and kicked like a dog. So, and that's how Satan sets it up. That's how he likes it. He wants families to hurt each other. So then it's hard for them to accept that the true one and only God would love them just the way they are, because their parents never loved them just the way they were. Your schoolmates never loved you just the way you were. It's hard to find a friend that just loves you just the way you are. Or your husband or wife doesn't love you just the way you are. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go back to sleep. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a good night or a good day.